race fans, we are back at it again this week for Palms Wednesday, as my brother likes to call it, the Pro American Late Model Series, Season 4, Round number 6 here at the BullRing, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. TV. No JM² in the chairs here tonight, just myself, Joshua Medlock. We are going to be pulling 200 laps here tonight. Do not know much about this track, but the little that I do know, I think tires are going to be the biggest problem here for these guys. Now, you look at that fuel, though, 80 to 90 laps roughly on fuel. I don't even know if they can go that far on a set of tires without saving at least some, because you know they can't blow a tire now. So they are going to have to be very, very careful on their tire usage in the 200 lap race here tonight. Track temp's only 79, so it's not bad. We are only going to be doing 76 miles, though. This is a very, very, very small track, 0.3. Not even a half mile here. So, yeah, they're going to be whipping around this track in about 14 and a half seconds, roughly. So, you know, green flag runs. This race will, you know, go by pretty quick. Now, like I said, 40% fuel is the load, 80 to 90 laps, roughly. Pit road, God, man, treacherous, I do believe. 30-mile-an-hour pit road speed with a pace speed, not much faster, only 35 miles an hour pace speed here at the BullRing. So, yeah, very, very, very slow speeds here, and I've been seeing these guys drop down to about, oh, I don't know, 60-ish miles an hour, give or take, 60 to 65 into the turns. Now, that is by themselves. So, being around another driver, they're probably going to end up hitting the mid-50s just to be safe and not get into the back of one another. And that wind as well kicking out there here tonight at the BullRing at about 13, somewhere between 13 and 15 miles an hour. So, they are going to have to be on their toes about the wind here, too. Depending on where it's at on the track, you know, if it's help pushing the car, that'll help. If you're nose into, it's going to slow you down maybe a little bit. You'll get more grip, but it'll help that back end go down. If it's coming from the sides, well, you might as well just try your best to hang on to it. Now, Mark Keteman is right now in the top spot here in practice. John Canizaro Jr. there in second. Benny Hogan rounding out our top three here. So, looking like not sure what's going on with ATO, but it's got, okay, these guys are on pit road. So, looks like Benny Hogan is actually out there on the track in the number 7. Yeah, setting in third. Very close times, though. Now, let's see who we have in chat real quick before we take a look at our point standings here tonight. Stephen Lane out there, we're good. Glad your mom got released from the hospital. That's always good news. So good news coming out of that. Nice to know, Stephen. Tell her to get well from myself and MaxspeedTV. TV. And yeah. Tires definitely going to be a huge factor. Brendan Kennedy also out in chat here tonight. I think I've already answered your question there, Brendan, about 4 times already. So I think tires are definitely going to become the biggest problem. Now let's go ahead and look here real quick, folks, at our point standings coming in to tonight, updated after, of course, round number 5. Looks like a Kenny Tripp. Well, guess what? He tripped his way up into the top spot here at 597. John Canizaro Jr. is in second at 589. 585, Benny Hogan in third. 579, Shane Colemeyer in fourth. Both of them down a spot. Brett Meeks in the 5th spot. Going to stay where he's at 536. William Salamone up 2 into 6th at 532. Scott Negus up a spot into 7th at 525. Bob Eldred down 2 into 8th at 521. Art Kiedemann down 3 into 9th at 516. And Stephen Rex and Jonathan Emerson actually tied for the 10th spot at 497. Brandon Kiger up 2 spots into 12th at 481. Kyler Davis at 13th at 461. He is also up 2. Hunter King down 2 into 14th at 449. Gary Eldred up 1 into 15th at 436. John Brancasio is up 5 into 16th. Very hard to see here on this, but we're getting it. Mike Sukup going to stay where he's at in 17th. Actually tied there with Art Hendren, who is up 3, both of them at 416. John Canizaro Sr. in 19th at 405. And William Herring going to be up 2 spots, rounding out the top 20 at 389. 21 through 29th is also there as well, but we don't really have to need to go down through that. Everybody can see it, pause it, look at it, whatever you got to do to make sure you know how the point standings are stacking up coming into tonight. So should be a good race here at the BullRing. It looks like 18 drivers here tonight, so I do think everybody will start. But however, they do have the heats and stuff. So probably no Consi here tonight, but we will definitely have the heats. So we'll see how that all stacks up here in just a bit. But we're going to step away here and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. The heats will be, well, heat 1 will either be close to being underway or underway, folks, when we come back. Stay tuned.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame. You're the home of the brave. just to say, stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV. TV.
Alrighty, folks, so we are back. They are ready, lined up, ready to rock and roll for heat race number 1. They're going to line up like this. William Salabody up at the top with Kenny Tripp, who is outside. Shane Colemeyer in 3rd, John Canizaro Sr. in 4th, Brandon Kiger 5th, Chase Johnson 7th. Do not have a 6th. Nope. Brett Meeks at 8th, Jonathan Emerson 9th, and Arthur Hendren is going to round out the 10-car Heat 1 field here tonight. Yeah, totally skipped. The 37. There he is. Nope. All right. Well, I have no idea. We'll see what happens. 2, 4, 6, 8. 9. Only 9 drivers are out here and not 10. Pace car is off and away for the first time here tonight. Here we go, folks. Heat race number 1 is underway. Boogity, boogity, boogity. The BullRing and door to door already. Kenny Tripp taking over the lead. Wow, that was quick. Ooh, a quick 3 wide. The 99 of William falling back here. Started up top. He's already back into, well, it looks like 6th. And Kenny Tripp, man, he's gone. That looks single file for the most part until you get back to the tail end of Brett Meeks and Arthur Hendren. Oh, 44? Well, 44 on the car, but I believe it's supposed to be the 66. Oh, a little bit of a hiccup here. Brett Lincoln already. Oh, that sounds good. I ate a sandwich. All right, well, Kenny Tripp has the lead all the laps so far here in Heat 1. Everybody just single file. It looks like everybody will start. They do not have the amount of drivers that will constitute a third heat. And a Consi, we will only have 2 heats to set. Well, the pole and the 85 of Kiger going around, no yellow here in the heat. Boy, Brandon saved it from going around. I don't know how in the world he did that, but, well, that's just some wheeling and dealing right there from Kiger. Jeez. back up here to Emerson, who has found the 5th position. We've got or try to at least catch up to Kenny Tripp, Shane Kohlmeyer, up into the P2, started 3rd. So, but Heat 1, way that works, Heat 1 will set pole, Heat 2 will set the outside, and then the rest of the field as well. So I don't think we'll have reheats. Oh. All right, Brandon Kiger. Ooh. Way up close to the outside wall. Yep, this is, I think, one of the things we are definitely going to have to keep an eye on tonight is, of course, the tires, them getting loose and getting, all out of shape, no pun intended. I mean, these are metal cars, so. Looks like 1 to go. White flags in the air, no yellow. Kenny Tripp, well, he's gonna take it right there at the line. Shane Kohlmeyer 2nd, and Chase Johnson in 3rd. John Kitazaro Sr. 4th, Emerson 5th, Hendren 6th, Salamone 7th, Tiger in 8th, and Brett Meeks is on pit road. But Kenny Tripp, well, he is going to be the pole sitter for tonight. I have no idea where he would even be at. It is in Discord. There he is right there. We're going to get him lined up here too for heat race number 2. All right, Kenny Tripp, got a copy there, buddy? All right, don't guess he does. Well, let's get him lined up here for heat race number 2. John Canizaro Jr. in the 777. Onto his outside is going to be John Brancasio. Scott Negus 3rd, Thomas Mitchell 4th. Tyler Davis 5th, Benny Hogan 6th, Gerard Lawrence in 7th, Mark Keteman in 8th, and Gary Eldred, 9th spot. Eric! Out there in chat tonight, how are you doing? Big pile up in heat race number 1 right at the white flag. So they just had to go back to the line. Kenny Tripp, of course, taking heat race 1. Heat race number 2 underway. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Down into turn number 1 already. The 62. Oh, we got a spinner. We got a yellow. Benny Hogan? Yep. Believe that is exactly what happened. Benny Hogan in the 7. Looks like he was probably trying to check up. And, oh, he got into the back of the 68. Then checked up. And then the 2 of Mark Keteman got into him, and around Benny goes. Right. Well, didn't even get a lap completed in this one. Arc, yeah, for sure. It's called a seatbelt check, where you slam on your brakes and you make sure your seatbelt's attached. You know, as kids, we would be in the back window, and, you know, of course, my parents would drive pretty slow in town. You kind of have to, and they would see, we would be in the back window of the vehicle, and they'd pop the brakes. And out the window we'd go, or out the back window into the back seat. Fun times. Fun times. John Cadazaro Jr., John Brancasio. Battle of the Johns appeared. I don't mean the bathroom either. Yes, I did have to put that in there. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Brake check. All right, we're going to try this again here, folks. Race car is off and away. And let's see what happens on the second attempt. Here we go. Green flag back out once again. Now down into turn number 1. I think, y'all seen that too, didn't you? Yep, Kyler Davis, the 2, the 0, wait. Here's the 7 getting loose again. Guess who that was? Yeah, Benny Hogan. Looks like we are gonna, nope, 6 backed out. He did not want to have anything to do with that 3 wide. That was possibility gonna happen. As the 6 is gonna fall way back here to the 8 spot. Yo, wait, Gary Eldred now battling him. Gary got up on the wall, got into him. Now Gary's gonna slide into the 8th position. John Cadazaro Jr. has got about a 7/10 of a second gap over Gerard Lawrence. Don't call him Gerald. That is not his name. When I started doing the broadcast for these guys, that is exactly what he said. Don't call me Gerald. Well, just for that, Gerald, I'm going to call you a Gerald. Nah, giving Gerard a hard time now about it. Eddie Hogan. And Kyler Davis again. The 2. Mark Tiedemann going to drive around the 62 of our P2 center here in Heat 2. John Brancasio. John Cadazaro Jr. almost a second ahead of Gerard. Gerard keeping it pretty close there. I would imagine it is pretty difficult to pass out here at the BullRing. I have never raced here. And from the looks of it, I probably don't want to. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad track. I just, you know, my... Sits up, 62 of John popping the wall again, or that time anyway. All right, well, 4 to go. It'll be 3 to go this time by. There's the start-finish line right there. Oh, 3 to go. We got to get to the white. Just like a heat race would. Of course, the white flag came out. They piled it up. They just raced it back to the line. 2 to go already. That is how quick they get around this track. So, getting to the white. There it is, white flag in the air, 1 to go for heat race numero 2. And John Cadazaro Jr. gonna place himself on the outside in P2. Gerard here is gonna finish P2. Scott Negus 3rd, Mark Tiedemann 4th, Kyler 5th, Biddy 6th. And everybody getting into the warm-up now. Let's see if John wants to talk here. John Canizaro. Wow. All right then. Interesting. You don't want to talk to me tonight. I see how it is. Well, I do want to give a big shout out to the admins. Of course, Matt Bellinger and Steven Wheaton, whatever. Both of them guys, cool cats right there, for allowing me to, of course, call the action with these guys. And, you know, it's been quite the show, quite the unique experience, even from on my end. You know, these late models, not easy to drive, and you know, these guys are tearing it up out here. So nobody wants to catch the Medlock Juju. I see how it is. All right, well, let's see here. I've got to find the Google Doc sheet yet. There it is. All right, we got it pulled up there, bud. We're good. On that tab. And coming down to the minute left here in the warm-up. They do not have any sponsors. Of course, they are looking for sponsors, not only for the rest of this season, but for hopefully future seasons. I do hope these guys, you know, after this season, do come back onto MaxspeedTV. I think I think we've put on a show for them. I'm not bragging about myself or anything, but, you know, I do hope they have enjoyed what, you know, me and my brother, and of course Steven, he's helped me a few times that we've all put on. And you know, we still got some races to go this season, so you know, we gotta do one race at a time and one season at a time. But I think these guys, they're something else. Oh, trying to push the chair in and I can't. Oh, I know, Steven, I know. First time you met me, you gave me a hard time. You just jumped right in. You didn't waste a second. You just, bam, give him a hard time. All right, here we go. Into the feature race. Go ahead and get them lined up here. Do the feature. This is the main race. Oh, Kitty Trip, Heat 1 winner is our pole sitter. John Canizaro Jr. winning Heat 2. Going to be on the outside. Everybody's going to line up like this. Shane Colmeyer in third. Gerard Lawrence fourth. Chase Johnson fifth. Scott Negus sixth. Don Canizaro Sr. in seventh. Mark Keeteman in eighth. Jonathan Everson ninth. And Kyler Davis 10th. Arthur Hendren in 11th. Benny Hogan 12th. William Salamone in 13th. Gary Eldred 14th. Brandon Kiger in 15th. Thomas Mitchell 16th. Brett Meek 17th. John Brancasio in 18th. So 18 drivers here tonight. All right. We are set, ready to go. 3 GWC attempts. Comes down to it. And no fast repairs. That is a huge advantage, disadvantage, however you want to look at it. For some, they probably wish there was at least one. Well, for others, they're like, I can do this without a fast repair. And one hand tied behind my back and a blindfold on. I don't know if the blindfold might be taking it a little bit too far, but you get what I'm saying. Patient. Well, what patient? We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, here we go. Coming into, for the first time tonight, the green flag. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing here tonight at, well, the BullRing. And already a yellow. All right, what happened? Oh, think I found out what happened. Looks like a little bit of a checkup. Maybe the brakes on the 37 worked a little bit too much. And right up into 7. And the 08, nowhere to go. And there's the first yellow. All right, well, we will get the official word from our admins here on what happened. But I think we probably already know. But, whoops. There we go. We will let them. And that's the thing about patience. Let our admins look at that. Now, the 02 is down pit road here. Do I have an 02? Yeah, Shane Kohlmeyer. Looks like Chase Johnson as well. So we did have several come down. Benny Hogan, William Salamone, Gary Eldred came down pit road here. Brett Meeks. Looks like that's it. Bob Eldred just made it into the race here. Fortunately, he is going to be laps down. It looks like Gary Eldred is 1 lap now. It looks like 37 will receive an EOL. He said his foot slipped off the brake. Ouch. I'm sorry for laughing, but your foot has got to stay on the brake. Oh, man. Hey, bub. Now, my brother doesn't have the track. Of course, there is some things going on down there in town that my brother is attending to as well. So, but lights are off, pace car is down, and we're going to try this again here. Kitty Trip on Kitazaro Jr. has led the first 5. Green back out. John wasted absolutely 0 patience time, and well, he just took off like a rocket. Now we've got a battle here up 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and pretty much throughout the track here, folks, as they get up to speed. You gotta be, 68, getting a little squirrely. 3 wide. We gonna have 4 wide at the BullRing, folks. Wow. We can blame Benny Hogan on that one. We gotta check that out again here, folks. Checking it out on MaxspeedTV. There's your 4 wide at the BullRing, and wow. All right. Well, 3 wide again as the 13. There we go. The 02. 99, 13. Yeah, dude, that's Bob. No name Bob, we get to call him here tonight. No name Bob. Yeah. All right, single file now. Well, I said single file. Benny Hogan, Jonathan Emerson, Brandon Tiger going at it. That is about 9th, 10th, and 11th. Brett Meeks. Ooh, Brett blinking out. Oof, can't stay on him. Ugh. Yeah, it does not take long to get around the track. It's only 0.3. Yeah, not even, just a little over a quarter of a mile, basically. Right now, though, everybody kind of just playing the, well, I guess, Steven, you're right, playing the patience game now, because everybody is, you know, a single file, letting some of these laps kind of dwindle down here. 13 still marred in between the 0-2. Now let's go check our board here. Like we're good to go there on the board. So John Canizaro Jr. led, of course, the first 18 laps here. He wasted no time at the start of the race to get up front. Mark Tiedemann started 8th, and he is in the P2 spot. Gerard started 4th, and he's in 3rd. Kenny Tripp, our pole sitter, actually, back here in the 4th spot. I think some of these guys know, hey, it's a long race, short race, but a long race. Just kind of be patient, let the car and the racetrack come to you. We got John Canizaro Sr. Looks like here Chase Johnson gonna get around him. 7 of Benny Hogan now coming up on him. John does not have to let the 7 around, but the 7 is gonna go to the inside, and oh, they touch. No yellow. 558 does come down to the 7. They touch, but everybody's okay. The 7 gonna back off a little bit here. He's gonna try to make another run for it. Down to the inside to the 558 here. And I think Benny has not completed it. There he goes. Here comes the 23 as well. Jonathan Emerson. Looking down to the inside of John Canizaro Sr. He's also going to get around him. Brandon Kiger, Shane Kohlmeyer. Okay, so Brandon Kiger would be the next driver to try to get around the 558. But John Canizaro Sr. doing a very good job out here early on. I know back in the 10th, but we still got a long way to go. Quarter of the way of the halfway here tonight, if that makes any sense. 37, that is Arthur Hendren. He is a lap down now. However, we get a yellow, and they are not involved in it. The first 3 drivers a lap down will get the waiver rounds. That's just something different they do over here to try to help everybody get, back on the lead lap. Chase Johnson comes around the 6 of Kyler Davis like he was sitting still. Now the 44, supposed to be the 66 of Brett Meeks. The 85, both of them got around John Canizaro Sr. 85 still trying, though. He's not really completed it. Door to door. Whoa, I think that inside line is where the 85's trying to get, but not able to get down there as we see Bob right behind him here, the 13. No name Bob. In the 0-2 is Shane Kohlmeyer. Ron Brancasio is right here in the 62, but look who's behind him. Yeah, our leader, John Canizaro Jr. Looking to put John Brancasio a lap down. John's in the right spot, though. Just hold his line. Try not to let the other John into the inside, but doesn't look like Brancasio's going to fight him. John's just going to go around him. Mark Tiedemann now going to the inside of the 62 here. Yep, John's not fighting. Just saying, nope, go. Thomas Mitchell would be the next driver under fire here from that man right there. So far, so good here tonight. Eric W. out there. Jeremy, the green flag magnet. Josh, the yellow. I love it. I love it. All right, yeah, he comes in chat, right? We go green, right? Not the way it works out. Well, all right, let's give everybody a little bit peek here of what the BullRing looks like from a cockpit. Maybe, there it is. We're gonna go on Gerard here and ride along with him. Do a little bit of onboard. Oh. Gerard is leaking. He's leaking as well, folks. He's bleaking. Oh man, they are tapping out too. You can just hear the engine going. Hey. All right. Well, John Canizaro Sr. now under fire by his own son. And we have talked to John Canizaro Jr. several times. And whoa, 777. You almost ended that one yourself. Wow. See how loose he got? I think his dad scared him. Yep, he come up and around his dad. Yep, I think John Canizaro Sr. scared John Canizaro Jr. there for a second. All right, 62. That is John Brancasio. Hey. All right. There's the 6 of Kyler, Benny Hogan, the 08 of Gary Eldred. Brett Meeks, Shane Colmeyer, Brandon Kiger. Then we've got William Salamone now under fire by Mr. Junior there. Yeah, he almost lost another 7. Hey, that car's getting loose. Snappy loose at that. Well, welcome to P.A.L.M.S, folks. P.A.L.M.S Wednesday. All right, the Downforce Racing Series. We'll, of course, be back in action here also on Maxspeed TV. Well, quarter of the way has been completed here tonight already. Let's go ahead and take a look. 1 caution so far for 5 laps. 147 laps to go. And 0 changes. That is kind of a recap here. The 50. Whoa! Big, huge wiggle by the 777. a little scary. Now the 85 doing everything he can to stay on the lead lap here. He does not have to let that 777 bind. Whoop! That almost caused the 85 to go around. The 777 did nudge him there a little bit. Very interesting to see, you know, John Jr. try to get around some lap cars here. And the 85 cannot get down there quick enough. Just left the door open. And John Jr. is going to lap the 85 of Brandon Kiger. Now he's got his eye set on Shane Kohlmeyer. I think John Canizaro Jr. wants to lap everybody. Looks like that might be his intentions here. Arthur Hendren on pit road here. Oddball reason. Been on pit road for about 46 seconds. Yeah, I know. I know, bub. All right, well, Shane Kohlmeyer, John Canizaro Jr. coming up again on John Brancasio. I think Brancasio, like the last time, is just going to let him around. Yep, that puts John 2 laps down on that one. Yo, wait. Of Gary Elbred is already 2 laps down. Now, if 777 does get around him, he'll be 3 laps down. And the 08 tagging the wall there. And the 08 is going to let him by. Maybe a little bit of a crossover here. Back down to the inside. And, ooh, the 08 pushed up. Had to get that thing slowed down just enough. But, man, had that not been saved there by Gary, I think John Jr. might not have been too happy. Even hook me up with a dirt car and I'll race it for you. Just be the owner and I'll be the driver. How about that? All right, Shane Kohlmeyer still on the lead lap. And check up here. We had some battling here with the 23, the 558, the 55. They are getting around John Canizaro Sr. here. It's just running his own line. Here comes the sun again. See here what John Jr. does. John to the inside of his dad. I think his dad led him around this time. That did kind of upset the 558 a little bit. But lap 70 already had one driver down pit road. Everybody else been out here anywhere between 63 laps to 70 laps. We are on, of course, lap 71 as it updates there. We are, of course, I would say getting close to the window on the fuel. We go back and take a look. About 80 to 90 laps. I was told it was, you know, possibly just shy of 100, but I would think these guys might come down 80 to 90. Woo! 777 into the O2. Oh, and he did it again, and he did it again. Oh! Y'all seen that one just like I did, right? let's see here. Let's kind of look at it. We're going to have to kind of go back a little bit and see the bumping and the banging here. But this is what happened. This is where it all started right there with the little bump, the huge wiggle there. The O2 comes back down, and then the 777 bumps him once, bumps him twice. I think the O2 slowed down. And that right there is what is going to cause the O2 to go hit a Rudy. And, ooh, the 558, the 68 going to get a piece of that too, man. Whoa! 27 locking it down. All right, well, let's get that off of there. Let's go take a look at how the admins are going to deem this. I think I know how they're gonna deem it, but I wanna get the admin's thoughts on that. Looks like Mark Kedeman already pitted here, and he's been out there one lap. No, I'm not talking about an iRacing car. I'm talking about a real life car. All right, the waiver rounds will be the 85.99 and the 558. Don't know exactly what they deem that wreck there. I don't have any information on that, but they'll decide after the race. Oh, I've got a bunch of cars and a bunch of tracks. I don't think I really need anything else. Wait, what? Never even heard of that. All right. Coming to lap 80, I do believe everybody did it. Yeah, they did. John Canizaro Sr. and Arthur Hendren still on pit road. Does look like the 62 of John Brancasio is coming back out. Lights are still on the pace car here. Guess they're trying to get everybody back together and waved around. That's supposed to be waved around. 4 likes out there here tonight, folks. We've got 12 watching. Brendan. All right, lights are off and lights are back on. Uh-oh. I don't know what is going on. Let's see here. Shane Kohlmeyer. It does look like the 777, though, is going to be charged with that. Is going to back of the field here. Lights are off. And lights are off. Lights are off. All right, here we go. That's Yoo-hoo. All right, Mark Kedeman up top now with Chase Johnson to his outside. Mark's gone. Back underway. Did he jump the start? We will find out. 777 gonna have to work his way back up to the 85. Almost. And do the back of the 27. Everybody bunched up right here together. We go 23, 55, 13, 27, 85, 02. Man, oh man. A little dicey ride here still yet. Right, 55 and 85 going at it now. Scott Diggs, Brandon Kite. Battle between the 02, 13, the 02 doing some battling back here as well. 13, that is Bob Elbert, and the 02 of, well, let me find him. Yeah, there he is, Shane Colmeyer. Sometimes it's easy to find these guys, sometimes it ain't. 777 though, trying to work his way back up there. Let's the first 75 laps. And now he's got the 13 and the 02 ahead of him. We're going to try to see what transpires here. All right, so kind of what I thought. Wasn't for sure, but 777 did get the EOL for getting retaliation, I guess you could say. And he is all over the back end of the 02. He's going to go to the inside. Side by side, door to door. Whoa, they are still going at it. Wow. Ooh, I bet that 02 ain't happy about that one. Wow, we're going to keep an eye on them two. Man. Yeah, starting to heat up a little bit. That is for sure. William Salamone. Last driver on the lead lap back here in the 99. Got the 68 back behind him with Thomas Mitchell 3 laps down, but you know, anything definitely can happen. If it can happen, it will happen. Looks like the 99 of William Salamone trying to get up to the 02, but these guys right now just kind of going single file. John Canizaro Jr. up to the 55 of Scott Degas now. Brandon Kiger right up ahead of him. 27 of Gerard Jonathan Emerson. Don't want to go too far up because now John is still with the 55. 55 is on the lead lap, so that is for position. That is actually for P10. Nope, 200 lap feature. We're almost at that halfway mark already. I have only been live, per se, for just a little over an hour. Whoa! 55 got a little squirrely as the 777 was coming up. I think maybe a little bump there. I don't know. Didn't really get a good look at it. Really can't. But John has found the 10th spot now. Man, he is wheeling and dealing on that car. Using up the tires, though. That is the thing. And they're at the line, folks. That's going to be lap 101, halfway there. And I think at least 2 drivers are living on a prayer here tonight. That would be the 02 of Shane Colmeyer and the 777 of John Canizaro Jr. So, well, the 57 of Chase Johnson, though, has found the back bumper of our leader, Mark Keteman. And Chase, get around him safely. Or is the 2 going to try to, just stay in the line that he's running and make? at 57. Passing on the outside. 62 of Brancasio getting out of the way. Wants no part of it. Kind of don't blame him. I don't want no part of it either. Potential battle for the lead. We'll keep an eye on it. Kenny Tripp, our pole center, back up into third. Brett Meek started 17th in fourth. And, got a yellow. And Scott Negus. Oh, what happened here between Scott and the 85 of Brandon Kiger? Like the 85 got real close to the wall, but did not touch it. 85 was arcing it in there, and the 55 just pushed up. What I could see from that angle. See here, I'm sure the admins are looking at it too, but we're going to look at it from the chase angle. You can get a pretty good view, at this angle. But yeah, man, the 85 did not hit the wall. The 85 comes down nowhere near Scott, and Scott, yep, right up. Boy, that could have definitely touched there, right there, and that is going to send the 55 of Scott around. And I was fixing to say he was still sitting on the track, but I forgot I wasn't live. So, nah, he's there somewhere, bub. All right, well, the wave arounds on this one will be the 0213 and the 62. Jane Colemeyer, Bob Eldred, and John Brancasio. The 55 will get Neil Well came up onto the car next to him. Yeah, well, they seen the same thing I did. A lot of people said I could be an admin or race control. I probably could, but just like broadcasting, I wouldn't care who I made mad because, I just don't. Oh, lap 110 of the 200 here tonight. Man, winding it down already. There goes the 62. There goes the 13. Lights are going to come back on to let these guys get around. There's John. There's a no-name Bob. Right. Just stop this yawning. Nah, he's there somewhere. All right, 14 of you out there now tuning in, and 5 likes. Thank you all for the 5 likes out there for not only myself and MaxspeedTV, but for these guys as well. So far, everything, we've had some pretty solid green flag runs. They have been double file restarting fairly good. Grid is out. Mark yet again wasting no time. Get up there in the top position. A little quick battle here, possibly. Ooh, 777. Oh, here we go again. And a very, very quick yellow here. John Canizaro Jr., we seen what happened. We actually caught that live. Looks like right there, yeah, it goes down off the track and could. Let's see. Let's get another angle at this. Well, definitely gonna make some contact there with the 6. Could have been some net code, but then he hits him again, and that is gonna spin the 6. And the 27 nowhere to go, right into the back of the 777, and then both of them, all three of them, gonna just kind of park themselves at the inside wall. All right, well, let's see what happened here. All right, well, $13.55. Just waiting here, folks. The BullRing it's a fun track. All right, well, we're kind of waiting. Okay, so Mark Keteman is up top with the 44/66 of Brett Meeks. Right behind him, Kenny Tripp, Brandon Kiger, Chase Johnson, John Canizaro Jr. is going to have to fall back here, it looks like. So let's see, Chase. William Salamone. Oh! We got bumping and banging going on back here. William Salamone in 6th. Benny Hogan is on pit road, so that's going to put Gerard in 7th. Jonathan Emerson in 8th, I believe. Shane Colmeyer 9th, and No Name Bob as of right now in 10th. We'll let everybody line out here and kind of see where they're going to set. All right, so this time around, the 777 not only will get an EOL, but once we go green, he will have to have a drive-through black flag. So he'll just drive through the pits and will not stop. Directly from the admin. Here we go. Pace car is down once again. Lap 121 coming to lap 122. Mark Keteman looking to be on the loud pedal, and he's on the hammer stick. Kenny Tripp trying to make his way back up here. Brett Biggs, though, started 17th and up in fighting now the 12 for 2nd. And, oh, man, I don't want to miss any 3-wide action if we get it. 3-wide. No, buddy. Wow. Lasted for a second, but we still had it. All right, we'll see the 777 coming down. That is the drive-through penalty. And, wow. 27 now. Gerard looking to get around the 44/66 of Brett Meeks. 23 right behind them with Jonathan Emerson flying. I wouldn't say he's flying, but he's coming up to them as well. And the 99 of William Salamone. Now, if he could just find some slippery substance, and Mr. the Salamander could just slip his way up into the top spot. Kyler Davis right here together as well. Welcome to the BullRing. This is not where the Bulls are either. Well, I would have to say we might have a couple of wannabe Bulls out here right now. John Canizaro Jr. coming up on a no-name Bob here with 13 of Bob Elder. Right now, not able to get around him. Eddie Hogan, though. And right here in 12th, right where it started. Well, winding down the final laps here, pretty much. Go ahead and take a look here. 4 cautions as of now, 25 laps. Oh, somebody's engine just blew. Don't know whose that was. Anyway, 4 cautions. So far, for 26 laps, 65 laps to go, 3 lead changes. Last time we looked at it, we didn't have any lead changes. But yeah, somebody's engine just popped, and I think that might have been Arthur Hendren. You do have a driver, it looks like, coming down pit road, though, John Canizaro Sr. down the pit road here. Mark Tiedemann has been out here 62 laps. I don't know if he can make it. We'll see. Gonna be close. Sounds like Steven tested the wing spreads. Yeah, they're fast. They are definitely fast. They will scare the daylights out of you, too. All right. Going back here to Bob. John Canizaro Jr. in the 6th, right behind him of Kyler Davis. 99 right behind them of William Salamone. William's not pressing anything really right now anyway. Kind of just holding his own from 13th to 11th. William just doing William things. Maybe here within the next 20 laps or so, we'll see if William, makes a mad dash for the front. As the 62 of John Brancasio really using the wall. I don't think he's filling the track out here tonight. But nice to see him out here nonetheless. Hey, he's sitting at 15th right now. So started 18th. So technically, up 3 spots. here at about 1 point, about a, you could call it about a second and a half ahead of Chase Johnson. We are gonna hit next time by the 150 mark already. There it is. Winding down the final 49 laps. Mark Kedeman has been out here 76 laps. Has led, and now 75 make it 76, and they're at the line. The only other driver to lead that many laps is John Canizaro Jr. right now, who is sitting at 75, first and only driver 1 lap down. He is trying to figure out a way to get his lap back, does not want to be involved in another wreck, or for that matter, cause a wreck, or be deemed to have caused a wreck. Lightly touch it. My brother says he wants to hit it with a hammer. Wow. Nope. Mark coming up on John Brancasio. Hey, I'll let you guess what John's going to do, but I guess you'll already figure it out. Yeah, John's just going to let him go by. Yeah, he ain't even fighting him. Like, nope. Mark Kedeman, Chase Johnson, Kenny Tripp, Brandon Kiger, Gerard Lawrence, Brett Biggs, Jonathan Emerson, Shane Colmeyer, Kyler Davis, Bob Eldred, Benny Hogan, William Salamone, and Scott Negus is the 12 or 13 drivers, excuse me, on the lead lap. John Canizaro Jr. 1 lap down. John Brancasio 3 laps down. Thomas Mitchell 4 laps down. Gary Eldred 8 laps down. John Canizaro Sr. 16 laps down. Wow, do you see a pattern there? 1, 3, 4, 8, 16. I see the pattern. And Arthur Hendren sitting on pit road at 109 laps down. However, Mark Kedeman is a Kedeman on the pit road here, so no, he couldn't make it to the end. He definitely had to come down pit road. That has given the lead up to Chase Johnson here. Now, Chase has been out here 50 laps, and that's going to put it 50 laps. Taking a look here at how many laps to go. 26, well, 37, 50. Well, hang on. Ooh, that might be close. That might be close. We'll see if anybody else decides to come down, but Mark Kedeman is going to have the, I guess you could say, the fresher tires out of the bunch. He only did a 10.3-second stop, so maybe he only had right side tires left? Oh. Lefts? See here if he's able to get back up there. Also got to get around John Jr., John Canizaro Jr., for that lucky dog spot, per se. But Chase leading the way. Lap 170. 31 laps remain here tonight. This time by, we will even it out at 30. Like I said, it does not take long for these guys to get around the track. Sorry if y'all see that pop up there. I do apologize. I am trying to get the schedule up here. Here's the schedule. Here at the BullRing, New Smyrna. 27th, end out March, Thompson, Concord, Nashville, Slinger, Five Flags, North Wilkesboro, Southern National, Myrtle Beach is the rest of the schedule here, folks. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh, well. What you get when you have 3 screens. Well, that's going to be lap 178. It looks like Don Canizaro Jr.'s in his pit box here. That is the only other driver that I see. He is going to be off and away. What? Lap 118. Next time by 20 to go. There it is. It'll update here in just a second. There it is. 20 to go, folks. Wow. Already down to 18 to go now. All right, 17 to go, and it looks like the 777 of John Canizaro Jr. is going to try to at least get one of his laps back here. He is up here now with Chase Johnson. 16 to go. If I was Chase, I'd just let him go by. Not really enough laps here, I don't think. Unless we get a yellow or two. Just to, maybe stop any type of cautions happening. Yeah, Chase did that. He just let him went by. Now, John Canizaro Jr. coming up on the 55 of Brett Meeks here. I think that's the 55. Nope, Scott Negus. I don't know why I said Brett Meeks. Brett Meeks is the 4466. Yeah. Wow. Jonathan Emerson, Kyler Davis, Shane Colmeyer, Benny Hogan, and No Name Bob. That's the top 10 right at the moment. Bard setting in fourth. We are going to be setting at the 11 to go there. 44 more turns for Chase Johnson. Just got to hold on to it. Giddy Trip, Brandon Tiger. Giddy's got company with Brandon, Gerard, and of course Brett sitting right there as well. And I believe Chase Johnson is going to go at least 90 laps here. He can hang on to it, he'll make it. He can make it. And Kenny Tripp can make it, and everybody else can too. He's already made his bed, though. He has got to stay out now with 8 to go. You cannot come down pit road. All right, 6 to go. I can get anybody's iRacing ID number. Anybody can get anybody's iRacing ID number if they're on iRacing. Easy peasy, gap and easy. All right, 5 to go, 4 to go here at the strike. Oh, there it is, 4 to go. Three to go. And it's going to be 2 to go here pretty quickly. Yep, there it is, 2 to go, folks. We get a yellow now. We'll rock them up, stack it up, do it again. But as long as everybody can keep it straight, I think we'll be all right. Down into 3 here tonight. Coming out of 4, Chase Johnson, white flag in the air. Here we go. And Chase Johnson is gonna win it here tonight at the BullRing. Wow! 89 lap stint run there, but Chase Johnson Eddie Tripp in second on a 90 lap run, and Brandon Tiger likewise on a 90 lap run will be in third. That is our podium. He's probably gonna burn it up here on the front stretch, and there he tries to go. Well, all right. Hang on, there he goes. He whipped it around there. All right, well, give me just a few moments, and I'll get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV TV post-race show. Hang on, folks. We'll be right back. righty, folks, so we are back. We've caught up with the top three here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull him up here this evening. Brandon Kiger, bud, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, that was quite the show down there here tonight at the BullRing. 18 drivers, 19 in the lobby. It looks like 19 started. Pretty good field out here for the BullRing. Long green flag runs there, man, and then a couple of yellows. But, man, there's a lot of traffic down there on this short track, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a good race. A lot cleaner than I thought it was going to be. Had to change strategies in the middle of the race there to make it come to us. Thought it was just going to be yellow after yellow, but everybody had their head on their shoulders right tonight and done some really good racing.
Yep. I mean, 200 laps. I think we only had like four cautions in total. Wasn't bad at all. Yeah, 4 cautions for 27 laps. So, not bad at all. Kind of talking about, lap traffic, trying to meander around, not only passing, but, the lap traffic that you was, having to deal with here tonight. How was it?
Lap traffic was pretty good. Heck, I mean, I was lap traffic at one point early in the race. I was a lap down, and I made it hard on the leaders to get by me trying to hold on to that lap or get the wave around because I just knew there was going to be cautions to come out. And other than that, I mean, lap traffic wasn't hard. You just had to play your corners right and know when to get up, when to get under them to pass them.
Yeah, I think the inside line's where you wanted to be. I've seen that all night long here tonight. The inside line, you had to set it up right too, but that inside line is where you wanted to pass. Now the big question is how the tires hold up, because I know that was a big thing here tonight.
I have no idea. I only used one set of my tires. I think I pitted on lap 80 something and went the rest of the race on one set.
Wow.
So pretty good. I was really hoping for a caution around 150, and I was going to come in and take my second set, but it didn't happen. Saved enough tire and ended up finishing third.
Yeah,
thought we was good. Thought we could have got to second, but the car just fell off there when I started to push it with 10 to go, and it was all she had left.
Yeah, it was just kind of a bloop. Nope, not going any further.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Well, BullRing's done. March 27th, New Smyrna. I don't know what y'all know about it. It's a track another one that I'm not really too familiar with. But a lot of people don't race these tracks anymore, and so I'm still trying to get used to them. But New Smyrna, I mean, how do you feel about it? 150 laps there.
150 laps there sounds awesome. First season we went there, I was the winner there. It's probably my favorite track on the whole game. I just know how to get around there. I love it. So racy, multiple grooves, tires wear pretty significant there. But I think 150 laps would be fun there. It's going to be tight racing and fast for sure.
My brother said New Smirnoff, no drinking.
Yeah. No, none of that.
Oh, man. All righty, Brandon. Well, awesome job out here tonight, finishing in that third, podium spot. Good points tonight for you. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for New Smyrna?
Definitely want to thank you, buddy. I know you had a hard week this week, and I appreciate you putting your time in and coming out. And sorry for your loss, and I'm praying for your family.
Appreciate it.
Matt, Steven for sure, and Kenny, Benny, Bob, Kyler, and Jonathan Emerson all had a good run tonight. Fun racing with those guys. Congratulations to Chase.
Yeah, it was a great. I think Chase played the cards just right. We'll talk to him here in a bit, but we'll kind of see his thoughts. But Brady, go celebrate third. We'll see you next week, bud.
All right, sounds good, buddy. And again, sorry about everything for your family this week, and I hope everything gets better for you.
Yeah, thank you, bud. I really do appreciate it, man. Me and my brother.
Yes, sir. Yeah, have a good night.
You too. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to Kitty Trip, our pole sitter, who we never got a chance to talk to here tonight. But, hey, worked out in the end, right, Kitty?
Yes, sir. It worked out way better than I was expecting. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. You started on pole, and unfortunately, it didn't. You wasn't unable to lead any laps here. You wasn't even able to lead the first lap. You just, kind of fell back there, and you were able to recover pretty nicely throughout the race. And, well, it shows, P2 here at the end. But, man, talk about it. What was the ups and downs and the struggles out here tonight?
Yeah, I think the heat race starting on the outside, I knew I had to drive it in deep in one and roll him on the outside. Once I got to lead in there, I knew I was set free. But come race time, you don't get no points for leading laps or the first lap. So I'm not gonna stress my stuff out that early. But pit stops, I was expecting a lot more yellows. The first pit stop, I took right sides. The second one, I took left sides, thinking that we're gonna have a third one. I could take another set of rights, and then I'd be good to go. But that didn't happen. It's still the car wasn't bad, but the last 15 laps, it was really tight.
So it got tighter and not looser because of the way the tires were kind of offset.
Yeah, I mean either way, it's gonna get tight.
Oh,
The way this fixed setup is and the way the tires wear out, but taking just the left side, they're good at first. You feel really good, but 25, 30 laps into it, it starts really tightening up.
oh man. Well, I mean, you held on to it. You did what you had to do to hold on to the P2 here. Brandon was, he was only about a half a second back, and a half a second is not very long here at the BullRing. So, if you would have messed up just slightly, he would have been right there.
Oh yeah, no, Brandon's not someone you want back there because he's not going to stay there. So if he has an opportunity, he's going to take it. That's just the way he is, and we're good with that.
Yeah.
But no, all in all, a great, especially a great points night. No, nevertheless, I don't think like I said, out of the top four all night. I think so. Just biding my time. Like I said, this race went way better than anyone ever expected.
Yeah, let's kind of talk about that. I know the BullRing, it's only, little over than a quarter of a mile. It's like 0.3, something like that. So, by the time you get, out of two, literally, you're into three. I mean, it's that quick. You really don't have time to do anything. So, I mean, the reaction time is even worse.
Oh, 100%. And then when you get your left sides down on the apron or you get all fours down on the apron, it really unloads the car, and it's not something you really want to do too often. But just getting into the corner, once your tires start getting worn, you really have to apex the corner, which is hard to do when you got someone on you because they're going to drive in deep, low. So you got to be careful of that. It's just, this is by far my worst track on iRacing, by far.
Well, you say it's your worst track, but I think you finished it. I think you lied to me.
Well, we'll see in a couple weeks. We go to Slinger, which is kind of like a White Mountain / Thunder Road on steroids.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, I've never seen that track. Well, we got New Smyrna next week. My brother calls it Smeared Off. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way it's spelled. I don't know. But New Smyrna next week. I mean, how do you feel about that track?
that track's a great track. That is a very racy track. I mean, you still got to save your stuff for when it counts, but it's definitely racy. Those, the straightaways are nice and long, so you can make up some time. You should see a lot of 2 wide racing there.
Yeah. I mean, it's I think I might have called one race at New Smyrna way back when. If I have, I don't really remember what happened. So we'll see what happens next week with you guys. Hey, I was shocked here tonight. Only 4 yellows in total. Maybe we'll have no yellows next week. I don't know. With you guys, I don't know what to expect.
We definitely put on a good show, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know you probably got a few final thought shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your P2 here tonight, buddy, so I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, I didn't get much practice time, so I missed most of the drivers' meeting, and I thank the guys that we hang out in the Discord with and just racing everyone clean. Got to thank Mom and Dad for watching. I'm really sorry to hear about your family loss. It's definitely not easy. So my thoughts and prayers are with you and your family.
Kenny, we do appreciate it, man. Yeah, the funeral's tomorrow. Viewing was tonight, but I didn't make it 2 trips. Yeah, so I'll go to the funeral in the morning, but we do appreciate it, Kenny. Thank you for the kind words there, and I'll pass it along to the family. My brother is actually on chat too, so he'll pass it along to family members as well. So yeah, it was a great race, rough week, but hey, we'll get through it. We always do. Kenny, awesome job out here tonight, buddy. P2. I guess we'll see you at New Smyrna next week, buddy.
Yes, sir. Just remember, time heals everything, buddy.
I know it does. I know it does, Kenny. All righty, buddy. We'll
Have a good night.
You too, man. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our winner here tonight. I don't know how he did it. I don't even know he knows if he knows how he did it. Chase, how'd you do it, buddy?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I showed up with like 15 minutes left to practice. First time I laid a lap down out on the track. And I don't know, just drove my butt off just about.
Yeah, let's kind of talk about it because you did qualify, or it put you in 5th. So the heats and everything. So you started up there in the 5th spot. You were in traffic front. You had cars in front of you, cars behind you to your inside. So, or to your outside, my bad. So, how was it on the start of the race, and then, those long green flag runs, and then those restarts? How did you manage those?
Well, I always grew up on a track named Southside Speedway, and it's a BullRing that's even smaller than this.
Oh,
and,
wow.
I used to race go-karts on tracks even smaller, way smaller than that. So I don't know. I'm just racing up on short tracks like that. You just kind of learn how to finesse cars and get them to do what you want them to do. And I found a way to get up on the apron and to be able to really push it hard without really losing much tire wear. And I think that's where we kind of won the race there.
Yeah, I know a lot of drivers here tonight was using that apron, diving it down into 2, diving it down into diving it down into 1 and 3, using the apron. A lot of them managed to hold it. Other ones, not so much. When you got down there as a driver that used that, how did you manage the car not to, just go out from underneath you?
You really just have to finesse the throttle. Just you kind of have to move the car with your throttle, if that makes any kind of sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Just put an egg under it.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
We ended up, I think we had a caution at the very beginning of the race, and I pitted there to get fuel so we could stay out longer than the rest of them. Ended up driving from the back all the way up to 3rd on the first run. Caution came out, pitted 3rd. I took tires. That was the only time I took tires all race.
Wow.
And then what happened after that?
What happened after that? You finished in victory lane. Go ahead.
Yeah, I drove right behind Mark. If it came down between me and Mark, it was going to be pretty close because we were basically the same speed. It was who messed up who didn't mess up. That was the fastest guy.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, I felt like we were probably had one of the best cars out there. Other than that, I don't know how John was. I never saw him all race, but I know he led quite a bit. But after that, there's another caution came out, and I pitted so I could make it full on fuel. I was kind of thinking we were going to have another caution there right around lap 50, so I had a 150. So I had another set ready to go, but I don't know, it just never came out. And Mark never pitted, so he went down in the pit road and just kind of cycled us out to the lead.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Mark came down 37 laps ago. Of course, we've, ended the race, so that would have been 37 laps ago. And I was wondering, did he not have enough fuel to make it, or did something happen? I was worried about you. I didn't know if you had enough fuel to make it. You were out there 89 total laps. And do you know what the actual fuel was? Did you have plenty of fuel?
I had 3 laps left, so I had fun.
You had plenty to, yeah, you were good to go. You had a set of tires left and you had plenty of fuel. You were good to go. Wow. Well, Chase, man, awesome job out there here tonight for not, getting a whole lot, I guess you could say practicing. What was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got in the session with 15 minutes
Yeah.
left to practice.
Yeah, so I mean, and wheeling and dealing like you did, man, awesome job. You did lead 41 total laps here tonight as well. So, I know y'all don't get, points for leading laps or leading the most laps, but I always look at the laps because it shows, okay, who do we got to watch in the upcoming races? This guy, this guy, this guy. And then sometimes you might not even lead a lap, and then the next race you got somebody that you're not expecting. So,
Yeah.
always expect the unexpected is what I say. So,
Sure.
but we can't take this win away from you, buddy. Awesome job out here tonight. I know you've probably got a few final thoughts, shout outs, thanks that you want to give before you go celebrate the victory. So, Mike's yours.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say sorry for your loss and your family. I lost my grandma not too long ago, so I know everything we're going through. It's pretty fresh for me too. So, all in all, I hope that all goes good for you. Sponsor wise, I'd like to thank LA Engineering, RJR Racing, Dixie Paving and Sealing, LA Landscaping, Medic Corporation, Avis Electric Company, and I think that's it. Sorry if I'm forgetting anybody.
Hey, man, when you got sponsors, you try to get them all, and, I get plenty of time. It looks like you got Farmer Machine Company, 4 Engineering, RJR Racing, and Medic on the back there, MRE on the,
Yeah.
on the back there. I think you said them all.
Yep. Yep. Just thank you to all those guys. They helped me out with my real life car, and I can't be any more grateful for what they do for me.
All right. Well, go celebrate the victory here tonight on iRacing, man, at the BullRing. Go get you some in real life as well. And, man, we'll see you back next week. Oh, New Smyrna next week. We're going to see you next week.
Hopefully.
Okay.
I planned on running for points, but the last 2 races I was working on the shop in my race car, so
Okay.
I wanted to run for points, but I completely forgot about it.
All right. Well, New Smyrna next week. If you're not here and you're working on your real car, man, real racing or iRacing. I mean, pick your poison, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
So, we hope to see you next week. If not, hopefully we'll see you soon. Chase, go celebrate the win here tonight, buddy. Man, awesome job.
Thank you. I'll try to make it next week. We'll
Yep.
see.
Uh-huh.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, all right. Well, awesome race out here tonight. That was an outstanding bull BullRing race. Really enjoyed that. Man, I did not expect just the limited amount of yellows we had here tonight. Only 4, which is outstanding as well. We had that one quick one at the beginning of the race, and then just 3 more after that. I mean, long green flag runs out here tonight. I'm sure the tires played some factors out here, some short track tempers as well. I think we had a little bit of everything. 3 wide, 4 wide even tonight. Wow, it was amazing. All right. Well, let's get down here to the official results because I think the admins are updating everything here tonight as we speak. But Chase Johnson grabbing the win out here tonight at the BullRing. Awesome win here by Chase. Kenny Tripp, as my brother would say. Tripp, there he is. There in second, our pole sitter. Great comeback by Kenny. Fishing in podium. Brandon Kiger as well in the 3rd spot. Gerard Lawrence grabbing a top 5 at 4th. Brett Meeks grabbing the final top 5 spot in 5th. Kyler Davis in 6th. Benny Hogan 7th. Shane Colemeyer in 8th. Bob Elder in 9th, and Jonathan Emerson in 10th. Scott Negus in 11th. Mark Keedeman in 12th. William Salabodi 13th. John Canizaro Jr. 14th. John Brancasio in 15th. A lot of Johns. Thomas Mitchell in 16th. Gary Elder in 17th. John Canizaro Sr. in 18th. And Arthur Hendred running it out here in 19th place. However, I got to say, Chase, awesome job. Awesome job by everybody here tonight. Big shout out to everybody in chat. Eric, my brother, Brandon. Let's see here. I know Steven was even out there. I think we had a bunch of moderators in chat here tonight that scared everybody away. I think everybody was too afraid to talk out there in chat tonight, as we were just loaded down with moderators here tonight. So, wow. All right. Well, a big shout out to everybody. Please, again, keep our family in your thoughts and prayers. With everything that's been going on both sides of the family, it's been pretty rough. So just please keep us in your thoughts and prayers. That is going to do it for myself and MaxspeedTV TV and the Palms Wednesday Pro American Late Model Series here at the BullRing. Thank you all again tuning in here tonight. Stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.